Have you ever experienced a sudden sense of unease, a feeling deep within you that something just isn't right? You're not alone. I, too, have felt that divine whisper urging me to pay attention. It's as if a gentle push is trying to steer you away from a path that might lead to trouble. This inner prompting is more than just your imagination. It could be God reaching out to guide you. Today, drawing on the timeless wisdom of St. Pio, we'll uncover 7 powerful signs that God might be warning you. Each sign will not only help you recognize these divine messages, but also empower you to act on them. Stick around until the end, and you'll gain insights that could transform your understanding of God's guidance in your life. With these revelations, you'll learn how to navigate challenges with clarity and confidence, ultimately drawing closer to your true purpose. Don't miss out. This could be the guidance you've been waiting for. Let me share a personal experience that truly opened my eyes to the importance of recognizing divine warnings. More than a decade ago, I joined a local chapter of a worldwide developmental organization that trains individuals to become active citizens. It was a journey aimed at transforming from being a good person into someone who could inspire and lead others. One notable law in the organization is called 1 year to lead, where you are given the opportunity to lead in a specific role for 1 year. 2 years before my presidency, a newcomer attended our orientation, and I felt a heavy sense of unease around her. Despite my better judgment, I openly shared my feelings with my fellow members and officers, expressing my discomfort. Interestingly, they felt similarly, but as time went on, she managed to win everyone over except me. Eventually, I decided to give her a chance, thinking maybe my instincts were wrong. Months passed, and we bonded through various projects, trainings, and internal and external events. We collaborated on community outreach initiatives, organized workshops to empower local youth, and even participated in regional conferences that showcased our organization's impact. I became an active member, dedicating my time and energy to these efforts, and she began to engage more as well. As my presidency approached, she supported me wholeheartedly, and I ignored that initial intuition telling me something wasn't quite right. Then the pandemic hit, and everything changed. I faced significant depression after my induction was postponed just days before it was supposed to happen due to lockdowns. During this dark time, she was there for me, seemingly supportive as I struggled to cope. However, when I wasn't functioning well, division within our group began to surface. Despite my reservations, I brought her onto my core team, unaware that she was close to one of the opposing leaders. As it turned out, her intentions were far from pure. She needed my endorsement to ascend to the presidency, and once she achieved that, everything turned upside down. Instead of mending relationships, she chose to spread lies about me, deepening the misunderstandings within our organization. In hindsight, I realized that my initial intuition was God's warning, and I had ignored it. This experience taught me a profound lesson about the importance of listening to that inner voice. I am grateful for the wisdom God granted me through this ordeal, and with the help of the Blessed Virgin Mary, I found the strength to forgive those involved. Now, I understand that those divine nudges are meant to protect us, guiding us away from potential harm. Reflecting on that experience, I realize how crucial it is to heed the warnings that God sends our way. Just like my intuition nudged me to pay attention, there are often signs that can help us navigate life's challenges. Today, let's explore the 7 powerful signs that God might be warning you. Each sign will provide clarity and insight, helping you to recognize and respond to the divine messages in your own life. So, let's dive in and discover how these signs can guide you toward a more fulfilling and purposeful journey. Sign 1. Persistent discomfort. If you find yourself feeling an ongoing sense of discomfort in your heart or mind, pay attention. This feeling often surfaces when something in your life is misaligned with God's will. St. Pio taught that God uses discomfort to guide us toward a better path. It's a divine signal urging you to reflect on your choices and circumstances. You might notice this discomfort in the form of anxiety, restlessness, or a sense of being unfulfilled. As you navigate these feelings, consider the possibility that this discomfort is meant to prompt a deeper introspection. It could lead you to reconsider your relationships, career, or even your spiritual practices. St. Pio once said, "Pray, hope, and don't worry," reminding us that while discomfort can be unsettling, it often serves a higher purpose. It is not meant to paralyze you, but to propel you toward growth. What's surprising is that sometimes this discomfort can manifest in unexpected ways, such as physical ailments or emotional outbursts. These signs can be your body's way of signaling that something isn't right. By addressing this discomfort, you may uncover hidden truths about yourself and your life that were previously obscured. Rather than ignoring these feelings, embrace them as invitations to draw closer to God and seek the peace that only He can provide. Sign 2. Repeated lessons. God often sends us the same lessons until we learn them. These repeated experiences can be frustrating, especially when we find ourselves caught in cycles of behavior or relationships that seem to repeat themselves. St. Pio believed these reminders serve a divine purpose. They are not simply coincidences, but opportunities for growth and learning. As he said, "The best way to show your gratitude to God and the people is to accept everything with joy." Initially, you might resist these lessons, feeling overwhelmed by the familiar challenges. But consider that God is patiently waiting for you to recognize the patterns in your life. Each repetition offers a chance to respond differently, to grow in wisdom, and to deepen your relationship with Him. It's often in the discomfort of these repeated situations that we discover our strengths and weaknesses. Unexpectedly, as you begin to embrace these lessons, you might find that they lead to unforeseen breakthroughs in your life. What once felt like a burden can transform into a source of empowerment. By taking a step back and reflecting on these lessons, you may uncover insights that can change your approach to life's challenges. Rather than viewing these cycles as punishments, see them as divine invitations to evolve and grow closer to your true self. Sign 3. Unexpected obstacles. Have you encountered a sudden block in your plans? Sometimes, these barriers serve as divine roadblocks meant to redirect us toward a more fulfilling purpose. St. Pio encouraged us to embrace these moments, trusting that they could lead us to paths we never imagined. He often reminded his followers, "In all our afflictions, we must remember that God knows what He is doing." Initially, these obstacles may feel like setbacks, causing frustration and disappointment. However, they might actually be blessings in disguise, steering you away from paths that could lead to harm or dissatisfaction. For instance, a job loss might initially seem devastating, but it could open doors to opportunities more aligned with your calling. St. Pio believed that when we face challenges, they often carry hidden blessings meant to redirect us toward God's plan. What might surprise you is that these obstacles can reveal the strength of your faith. Each challenge is an opportunity to trust in God's timing and wisdom. As you navigate these roadblocks, you may discover new strengths and resilience within yourself that you never knew existed. This journey can ultimately lead to a more profound understanding of God's purpose for your life, transforming what initially felt like a hindrance into a stepping stone toward your destiny. Sign 4. A change in your desires. If your passions or desires have shifted dramatically, this could signal a warning from God. As you grow spiritually, God may realign your desires with His will. St. Pio taught that our hearts are often reoriented to lead us toward deeper fulfillment. He once said, "Love is the most beautiful thing that we can offer to God," encouraging us to listen to the changes within our hearts. At first, you might feel confused or even anxious about these shifts in your desires. What once brought you joy may no longer resonate, leaving you feeling lost. This change can be disorienting, prompting you to question your path and priorities. However, rather than resisting these feelings, consider them a divine invitation to explore new possibilities that align more closely with God's plan for you. Surprisingly, embracing these new desires can lead to unexpected blessings. You might find fulfillment in areas you had never considered before, discovering talents and passions that had been dormant. By allowing yourself to be guided by these changes, you open yourself up to a richer, more meaningful life. St. Pio's teachings remind us that God desires our happiness, and sometimes that means leading us away from what we once thought we wanted. Sign 5. Compelling dreams. Dreams can be a medium through which God communicates with us. If you experience vivid dreams that leave a strong impression, take time to reflect on them. St. Pio believed that God often used dreams to convey messages and wisdom. He encourages followers to keep a journal of their dreams, praying for insight into their meanings. You may find that some dreams resonate deeply, stirring emotions or thoughts that linger long after you wake up. Initially, you might dismiss these dreams as mere reflections of your subconscious. However, they could be significant spiritual messages, guiding you toward understanding and clarity in your life. As the Bible says, "For God speaks in one way, and in two, though man does not perceive it." Job 33, verse 14. What can be unexpected is that these dreams may reveal truths about your life that you've been unwilling to confront. They can serve as mirrors, reflecting your innermost desires, fears, and hopes. By paying attention to these dreams and seeking God's guidance through prayer, you may uncover profound insights that can lead you to make necessary changes in your life. Embracing this aspect of your spiritual journey can deepen your connection with God and provide clarity in ways you never anticipated. Sign 6. Counsel from others. Sometimes, God speaks through the people around us. If several trusted individuals provide similar advice or warnings, take note. St. Pio highlighted the importance of community and how God can use others to guide us. He once said, "The first step toward humility is to recognize that you are not perfect." This openness can lead to profound insights and support. You may notice that friends, family, or mentors are offering you guidance that resonates with your heart. Initially, you might feel hesitant to act on their advice, especially if it challenges your current path. However, consider that these messages could be divine confirmations urging you to take a step back and evaluate your choices. St. Pio often emphasized the wisdom that comes from listening to others, reminding us that we don't have to navigate our journeys alone. What's intriguing is that the counsel you receive might not always come in the way you expect. It could be a gentle nudge from a friend, a heartfelt conversation, or even an offhand remark that suddenly strikes a chord. Embracing this guidance can lead you to clarity and direction in your life. By remaining open to the wisdom of those around you, you create space for God to work through your community, transforming ordinary interactions into extraordinary moments of divine revelation. Sign 7. A deep sense of urgency. Finally, if you feel a strong, almost urgent prompting to take action, this could be God's warning. Whether it's moving away from a harmful situation or making a significant change, that urgency often reflects a divine calling. St. Pio encouraged us to act swiftly when we sense God's prompting, believing that such actions can lead to transformative moments in our lives. This sense of urgency can be both exhilarating and overwhelming. You may feel a compelling drive to make changes that seem daunting at first. Initially, you might question whether this urgency is genuine or simply a fleeting thought. However, trust that this feeling is often rooted in divine purpose, urging you to step into a new chapter of your life. What might surprise you is how responding to this urgency can lead to profound shifts in your life. By taking that leap of faith, you may uncover opportunities and experiences that you never thought possible. St. Pio's teachings remind us that God's call often comes in the form of a gentle push, leading us toward the life we were meant to live. Embrace that urgency as a gift, a reminder that you are on the right path when you listen to God's voice and respond with courage. As we wrap up our exploration of the 7 signs God may be warning you, remember this: these messages are not just coincidences. They are divine invitations to deepen your relationship with Him. By tuning into these signs, you unlock a pathway to greater clarity and fulfillment in your life. St. Pio's wisdom teaches us that when we pay attention to these signals, we open ourselves up to transformation and grace. Reflect on your own experiences. Have you felt that discomfort or urgency in your heart? It may be time to heed those calls for change. Trust that God desires the best for you and is guiding you every step of the way. In this journey, remember to pray for discernment. It helps you distinguish God's voice from your own thoughts and fears. Discernment opens your heart to understanding what God is truly asking of you, leading you toward deeper wisdom and peace. If you found this video enlightening, you won't want to miss our next discussion. Signs God is telling you to stop. Discover the powerful signals that may be urging you to pause and reflect on your path. And if you're curious about more ways God speaks to us, check out the previous video, 7 Physical Signs God is Speaking to You. Together, let's continue this journey of faith, exploring the ways God communicates and guides us. Your next steps could lead to profound changes, so stay tuned and stay blessed. Remember, every sign is a chance to transform your life. Don't miss the opportunity to walk in His light. God bless you.